They said whoever spent a night with Madame Zora never remained the same. Some went mad. Some disappeared. Some became rich for a short time. Then lost everything, including their minds. But Ton didn't believe any of that. Not until the night he woke up beside her, crying without knowing why. My people, don't move an inch. This story will shock you from beginning to end. This is how a young man with a bright future allowed the hunger for wealth to drag him into a widow's darkness. And how he escaped with his life but never became whole again. Ton was handsome, tall, charming, the kind of man women looked at twice. But life didn't care. He worked at a logistics company in Mariba City, a job that drained him. Every day he returned home to Busy, his wife, smelling of sweat and frustration. Busy cooked. Busy prayed. Busy loved him. But Ton loved money more. The encounter that changed everything. One day, Ton went to deliver a package at Emerald Crest Estate, a place so luxurious even the air smelled expensive. That was where he saw her. Madame Zora. In her 40s. Curvy like a dangerous blessing. Skin glowing like warm honey. Eyes sharp like someone who had stared death in the face and defeated it. When she smiled, diamonds sparkled on her wrist. Fine boy, she said. Is that for me? Her voice melted into his ears. Inside her mansion, power and perfume filled the air. She told him stories of her poor past, her late husband, and how she refused to suffer again. Her friend, Madame Rina, had shown her another path. A path of wealth that required a price. Only the young and ambitious. Only their energy. Ton should have run. But hunger is louder than wisdom. The seduction of wealth. Zora called him again. He came without thinking. Wrapped in a silk robe, she touched his shoulders gently. Why are you suffering, Ton? A fine man like you should be living like a king. She slipped an envelope into his hand. 1 million Nigerian nairas. For doing nothing. For existing. Something inside him snapped. The part of him that remembered who he used to be. Zora later took him to a secret lounge in Crystal Bay Island, where he met Madame Rina, elegant and mysterious. Rina examined him like a specimen. This one will last, she whispered. But the night must come soon. Ton didn't understand. Not yet. The darkness begins. At home, Busy noticed everything. The distance. The anger. The strange coldness that followed him. One night he broke down. I think something is wrong with me, Busy. I hear voices. I see a woman in red. I think Madame Zora took something from me. Fear gripped her heart. But love pushed her forward. She went to confront Zora herself. The widow only laughed, a laugh with another voice behind it. Your husband came to me willingly, Zora said. If he wanted you, he would have stayed. Busy begged. Zora smiled wickedly. Tell him to come back tonight. It's either his mind or his life. The ritual night. At 2 a.m., Ton collapsed, screaming that Zora was calling him. Lights flickered. Footsteps echoed in their house though no door had opened. Busy tied her headscarf, grabbed her Bible, and said, if she wants a fight, let her meet the God I serve. They went to Zora's mansion. The gate opened on its own. Inside, invisible forces dragged Ton forward. The ritual room was filled with black candles, blood markings, and a steaming clay pot. Madame Rina stood calmly beside it. This ritual is older than your prayers, she said. Zora placed her hand on Ton's chest. His eyes opened. But they weren't his. I am coming, he said in a possessed voice. As Zora lifted the clay pot, Rina grabbed her arm. You've taken too much. You're becoming too powerful. They fought like animals. The clay pot fell. And a white flame exploded into the room. The spirit they served was free. And furious. It seized Zora's shadow and tore it. She screamed as her life was ripped from her body. Ton, help me, she cried. He whispered. No. The spirit swallowed her, and silence filled the estate. The aftermath. Thorn survived, but not whole. A part of his shadow never returned. Months passed. Counseling. Prayers. Nightmares. Whispers. A shadow that sometimes flickered strangely. But Busy stayed. Through every tear, every tremor. One evening by the riverside, Thorn whispered, "If you didn't fight for me, I would have died. Or worse." Busy smiled softly. "You're my husband. I vow to stay, even in darkness." For the first time in months, Thorn's shadow didn't move on its own. He finally smiled. Maybe. Just maybe. He was free. Moral lessons of the story. 1. Greed destroys faster than poverty ever can. Thorn's hunger for quick wealth nearly cost him his life and soul. 2. True love is a shield. Busy's courage saved her husband when he couldn't save himself. 3. Not everything that glitters is good. Some opportunities are traps wearing perfume and diamonds. The price of Zora's riches was the destruction of others and herself. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more African stories. See you in my next story.